out here before. A sucker the other day, but she keeps getting away. Gonna catch ya, keep her near. I feel lucky today.
Well, we finally made it on the bait spot. As y'all can see, these birds are working on these pokey fish. The birds are feeding, and Miss Ann, she's about to feed too. The pokies look like they're just ripping the top of the water. And that's what we're here to catch, so I don't think we're gonna have a hard time catching bait fish today. But you know, as you're trying to catch bait fish, you know, you're looking at the birds, you're trying to, you know, you're always watching the birds. And if you see the birds working, and then you see fish treading on top of the water, well then, you know, you done found the bait fish.
I have to really wing this thing to get it to go out.
You said that's 8 foot.
Yeah, it's 8 foot.
So you got to eat your Wheaties if you're gonna throw 8 foot. See?
Yep. And it's 1.5 pounds per foot.
A pound and a half per foot.
Which is heavy.
Wow.
This will get you down in 10 foot of water.
It makes it sink faster, doesn't it?
Much faster.
The heavier the weight, the faster it sinks.
Yep. Oh yeah.
Of course, that's a small mesh net.
Yep. That's because, well, the big mesh, you get into those croakers, they get stuck.
The gills get stuck in the.
And they're a pain in the butt to get out. So I use this
a smaller
here.
mesh,
Yep.
so they don't get caught up in the gills.
And also I can catch shrimp in this.
That's right. So she's
works.
multi-purpose, you know,
So
catch shrimp and pokies.
It drops fast.
Drops fast.
It'll work good.
And she opens up. Opens up. That's what I'm talking about.
But you gotta wing it.
But you gotta wing it. But you know, we don't call him Bullet Bob for nothing, all right? So Bullet Bob is he's about to wing an 8 foot bait cast net.
So we'll see what happens. You can get the boat.
Well, that's up to whatever y'all want to do. Y'all going up there to 3 Rivers, and y'all just want to catch bait, all we got to go right over there.
Yeah, try that for just a second.
Whatever Paul wants.
But yeah, we'll go. Yeah, well, let's go on. Bullet Bob's gonna show us how his technique. Do you still use the old mouth technique?
Yes, I do.
Yes, I do.
That's the way I learned, and I tried throwing it the way Paul throws it, and it just doesn't. I can't do it.
You know, I don't know if I've ever seen anybody throw the net the same way, though. You know.
And I think you're better off the way Paul's going to throw it. You're probably better off in the long run because I've seen people's front teeth get pulled out because they didn't open their mouth quick enough.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of putting it in my mouth.
Not only that, but sometimes you grab a hold of you get something in that net and it gets on your.
Oh yeah, you get get jellyfish goo and everything else on you. But it doesn't really matter. I mean,
Look at them out there.
Tell you what,
see them little flicks?
wow. I mean, we're treading on bait fish.
Little flicks is all bait fish.
Gosh, it must be thick. I mean, super. Is there any size to them, Bullet Bob?
He's big. I'm going to try one of these days playing them and see if they're any good eating.
See if they're any good eating.
One of these days.
So, I mean, at the beginning of the year, they always tend to be smaller, and I guess they grow up.
Look at them. Look at them. Flicking them.
Yeah, I tell you, man, I don't think we're having any problem catching bait fish today. They'll get used to it here in a second. So you always like to throw that bigger net, huh?
Not always. Just that.
Trying to show out today?
Yeah. No.
It's a perfect pancake cast. If they're there, which we know they're there, we gotta roll on top of them. Just a matter of time. Just a matter of time.
I got a big hole in this thing.
Oh yeah, here we go, done broke the ice. Boy, oh boy, it don't take but just a few to catch them big redfish, I'm gonna tell you that straight up. Nice size pokey.
Usually when I do that, I try to drop the lead in first. And what that'll do, it lets me drop the fish. I can get them out of there pretty easy.
Yep, they'll shake right out of there. You grab that O-ring and put them in your bucket. You ain't gotta bend over and catch fish flopping around in the boat. But that's what we're trying to catch right there. Of course, we know we're covered up in them, and got to catch the bait fish before we can catch the eating fish.
Burn out. Bob, don't burn yourself out.
I'm gonna flopped out of there. Yeah, Bullet Bob said he's good for about 30. I'm about the same way. You know, you throw them heavy nets. I mean, it will get you. It's good exercise too, though. Believe it or not. Oh yeah, I know she's in there. Throwing it out there deep too, Bullet Bob. He can feel him. He can feel him. If you had to go to the bait store and buy you a dozen of those bad boys, it probably cost you close to a $10 bill. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah. Well, that works pretty good. Always put your lead weight in your bucket, grab your O-ring, and then she'll shake right out of there. Of course, Bullet Bob's throwing that 8-foot net. I can't throw 8-foot net. I'm good for 7. I like to throw 6s and 7s. 8's a little too big for me. We might have to step on our tippy toes, but yeah, you can, just depends on what net's comfortable for you, you know. And a whole lot harder throwing out a boat, no doubt. You got to go over the rails, you got to.
It's practice.
Yeah, it is practice.
Throwing, throwing, throwing.
That's it. And then persistence pays off.
There's no doubt the higher you are off the water level.
Hey, what? Still throwing it out there though. I see a lot of guys. You know, they'll throw a net and it just kind of drops right inside of the boat. But I think you got to have some line on there where you can reach out and touch them.
The reason I do that is a lot of times there's so many boats out here throwing that they get all spooked up. And I got to throw them way out to get to where they're running from us.
Exactly.
Either they're seeing our shadow, or they'll leave the engine running. It's like anything else.
They know that we have showed up, is what they know. Oh, well, we got him, Bullet Bob. Bullet Bob's got him. I mean, it looks like he's got it looks like he's got Nemo and all his friends. Oh, man. And this is what we're talking about right here. We can't, wow. Now we can go fishing.
Let me put the leads in first. I don't want to make a big mess.
Oh, so he pulls the leads.
I put the leads in.
Oh, he pulls them all the way to the top.
Okay, I went down. I just see the leads in the bottom.
That's one throw. Wow. I think we're gonna catch some fish today, boys. He's kind of working it. Shoot, that's got to be about a 25, 30-pound catch, and then you figure the net's going to weigh about 15 to 20. So that's about 50 pounds, you know, pulling in on one cast net, you know. You know, some days you can get lucky and go and throw one cast net like that.
It happens.
Of course, I mean, you know, Bullet Bob, I mean, you've probably thrown the net maybe a dozen times.
Yep.
And caught the majority on every cast he was catching fish, but now he done caught the mother load.
If you look at these things, they're super slippery.
Big time slippery.
And they're like glue, or not glue. You can't hardly hold on to them.
I know, look how slippery they are.
And I use them a lot for chunking, for tuna. They're some of the best chunking bait for tuna you ever seen.
Dead or alive?
Dead, frozen.
Even frozen?
We chop them suckers up and we chunk them off our big reels. And we catch some big tuna.
You got fish on, Bullet Bob?
I got something on.
I know you do.
Right there,
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Swam through them both.
Oh, we got a zinger.
Lord.
We got a zinger. We got a zinger on Fishing Time.
That's 90-pound test on there.
But we still have a tangled up line though, don't we? We were doing a drift.
Broke the wire on this. We're free. You're all free now, Bob.
All right. Free.
We thought we had a double on, but
that wire.
wow. That's what we come for, ain't it, Bubba Bob?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's either a big red or a big jack. I would imagine it's big jack. That's what we wanted to catch, believe it or not. Well, I tell you what, she's still got to be pretty green, you would think.
Oh yeah.
Big jack, big jack, big jack Crevalle. Of course, that's on that braided line too, ain't it?
Oh, ain't gonna break that.
You ain't gonna break that?
It's not for the claim anyway.
Well, I've never seen one break though, you know, I mean.
Don't break break.
I've seen a real break. Hey, Bubba Bob, I've seen a real break.
Well, I've seen them get tail whacked enough times and they'll cut it.
But normally though, that reel will give before that line wheel on it.
Well, it's rated for 90. It's probably more like 110 or 120.
Wow, that's what we come here. That's the investment. If you want to have your own bait shop in a box, and this is what happens. You got fish on. We got a big fish on. We think it's a big jack crevalle. Pretty sure of that. But I tell you what, that is a one tough fish.
Not good to eat. Just one tough fish.
Well, you got to hold her steady, don't you, Bullet Bob? Got to hold her steady.
What I do is I try to bow him up, pull him in, and then wind him down. Then you don't want to wind against the drag. You hear that drag running?
Hey, absolutely.
You don't turn. Put a big twist right in the line.
Well, we got a pole bender on Fishing Time. I mean, a showing up pole bender. Good googly goo. Boy, you know she's still tough. You know she's still tough.
That's a 25, 30 pound.
I would imagine 25, 30 pound fish, Jack Crevalle, over here in Mobile Bay on Fishing Time.
Mobile Bay tuna.
Yeah, yellowfin.
I guarantee it being yellow.
Well, I know people thought it was yellowfin.
That's what they usually, you know. I tell you what though, I think we're seeing some color on that bad boy. They must just be hanging tight. That's a good one right there. Uh-oh.
Till we ain't got no net. We ain't gonna grab you neither.
We could probably tell that bad boy.
Kill him.
We're gonna put the
we got the tuna gloves on.
tuna gloves. We're gonna show them how we do it over here in Mobile Bay, over here in Fort Morgan, Alabama.
This is true.
This is true.
Uncle Bob can get him in.
Getting closer.
I don't doubt one bit Bullet Bob's gonna get him in. I mean, I ain't seen too many fish with Bullet Bob. He still wants to catch that 1,000-pound blue marlin.
Yeah, I want to do retire for the second time.
Yeah, retire the second time, Bullet Bob said. Work it, Bullet Bob. Work it, baby.
Tighten up a little bit, Bob.
Wow. You're going to tighten her up on him. You know, if you had monofilament line, I don't think you can tighten up on that bad boy. Oh, boy, that's a good one, man.
That's a dandy.
That's a dandy.
He ain't coming here all pretty clean. Sit on there, son. Sit on there, son. All we want is picture.
Wow.
That's all we want is picture.
So we were drifting, I think he hit, wow, one-handed, left-handed. What a fish! What a fish on Fishing Time.
Perfect.
I tell you what, that's what we come for. I tell you what, job well done there, Bullet Bob. Man, look at the size of that Jack Crevalle. Googly goo.
Mobile Bay tuna.
Mobile Bay tuna, there she goes. That's what we call catch and release, right here on Fishing Time.